to Big Rig Living. I'm Randy,
And I'm Olive.
and today's topic basically is just going to be our introduction. This is going to be our first video for our channel. So we want to get into who we are so that you, the audience, can understand who we are and why we're doing what we're doing. Olive?
Hi. Once again, I'm Olive.
And who are you, Olive?
I'm a truck driver. I've been driving trucks for the last 15 years out here across these, 48 states. And enjoy it very much. I do have children and grandchildren at home that always beg me, when are you coming home? Please come home. I do go home on occasions, but I really enjoy running out here and seeing the country. So the reason why I became a truck driver was I was about 16 years old, and my dad used to bring us on vacation to United States of America. I lived in Canada, and whenever we came across the border, back in those days, you were able to run convoy. And I would see convoys going down the road while I was driving, helping them drive. And the convoys would be like 20, 30 trucks in a row sometimes. And it would be the old long nose trucks. And they would either have a cross on them or a like the teeth, or the whole trucks would be lit up and everything. And I always thought that was so fascinating. I always wondered, where are they going? What are they carrying? I'd love to travel and do that with them. There's a poem that I grew up, I didn't know the whole poem, but it's like Sunday's child, Monday's child, Tuesday's child. The only one I remember was Thursday's child had far to go. I was born on a Thursday, so had far to go. So I've been going far for the last 15 years. I really enjoy what I do, and it's a beautiful country. A lot of times whenever we go on vacation, or people go on vacation, they look to leave United States to go on vacation. I think a lot of times we need to go to different places in the United States because, as I said, it's a beautiful country. Why did you become a truck driver?
Well, first of all, Randy is my name. I have been driving trucks since I was 17, off and on. I mean, I had other jobs in between then and now, but my main profession was trucking. I joined the Air Force out of high school, and I went into logistics. And so logistics means you're dealing with more than just trucks. It's movement of people and different things. I also loaded aircraft and everything. The job changed to whatever base I went to. That's the job that I did there, and sometimes included trucks. But I was very familiar with trucks. When I got out of the military in 2002, I worked another job, but I decided to come back into driving trucks because I was kind of saying to myself, what's the career field that I know and that I can make the most money with? And most of my experience was outside of the country. I'd driven in places like Japan, Saudi Arabia, England, different places throughout the world. America, I had not done so much because there were just a handful of bases that I had been stationed at while I was here, so I didn't get to see the whole country. So I figured I would do that. I have an opportunity to earn some good money and see the country the way I wanted to. So I started driving out here for a while, and then I met Olive, and I connected with her, and we started our own company, and that's how, I've been out here more recently.
Watch this. Let's see if he remembers. Where did we meet?
So we met in Arizona at a place called the Travel Centers of America, what we affectionately out here call TA. And Olive had broken down. I forgot what was wrong with her truck.
When did we meet?
No,
Watch this, guys.
no. See, I'm a guy. I remember general stuff, not all the little specifics, and most people out there can relate to that.
December 28th, 2014. No, I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry,
oh,
2013.
So much for specifics. So, we connected there. I broke down just a little bit past that truck stop. I had to return to it, and when I walked in the door, there was somebody sitting at the counter, turning around, looking at me like,
That's what he always says. I don't remember turning around and looking at him.
we are not going to get into that. But those are the specifics of that. So we talked. We had good rapport with one another. She gave me her phone number before we left. So at the time, she had a co-driver. I had a chance to meet him. Seemed like a really nice guy. So we all, got along and talked a little bit. As I talked with her later on the phone, I found out that both she and her co-driver at the time, his name was Levi, were in the area that I was passing through in Texas. So I said to both of them, "Hey, why don't we hang out for a little bit? I know this really nice Asian buffet place that we can go. My treat." They agreed, and so we parked in the same place, and we got to know each other a little bit better. Unfortunately, however, a little bit later, her co-driver passed away, and I was still working for the company that I was with, hoping to save enough money to get my own truck and start my own business. Well, she was like, "Well, you want to be an owner operator, right?" And I said, "Yeah." She was like, "Well, we can do that." And I was like, "Okay." So then we started our own company, and we've been out here since 2014. You know, running all 48, as she said, ever since. Um, Me personally, I was born on August 18th, 1976. I'm from Southern California, and um, just I've had a wonderful life. Been doing good out here, and I don't know, besides my military career, it just seems like most of everything has been kind of leading toward this particular um, career field because I knew I could grow with it. I knew I could build it up to something that I knew already, and that's pretty much what's been going on up till now in my life.
Yeah, with me, when I was 16, I saw that. I got married at 19. I had my kids, all three of them, by the time I was 26. Got divorced at 30. And basically uh, raised my children. And when my last one turned 18, I was like, bye!
So would you say that's your why you're out here as a trucker, and why do you continue to truck?
My why basically is because I wanted to see United States of America, and I ain't rich. Sorry, I couldn't afford an RV. Now, had I been rich and could afford an RV, I may not have had this position. But I'm glad that I did not get the RV and did it this way because I enjoy the drive. I enjoy the drive, and I'm also able to make the funds to for a decent living at home. And actually, my kids have the decent living. I live in a truck. He would say, "Well, you're the head of the household," and I'm like, "What house? This house?" Because the house at home, the kids are in. But yeah, that's one of the reasons I wanted to see the country and get paid doing it. Uh, and when I started, I could have stopped a long time. I could have stopped after 5 years, but I enjoyed it so much. That's why I continued doing it.
You definitely have to have your clear understanding of why you're out here. A lot of people may start trucking, but they'll find that they're not really fit for the
They're not
lifestyle.
truck drivers.
Right.
You have to have that in your spirit to be out here.
An adventurous
Have
heart,
an adventurous
an
heart.
adventurous spirit,
Mm-hmm.
because the hours get long behind the wheel. You could be driving anywhere from 9.5 to 11 hours, and you might be
I'd be
good.
3,000 miles away from home.
Right. You get homesick, all these different other things, but
Yeah.
to have the discipline and stay with the career field to take care of the loads, to be on time and do what you need to do, um, it definitely has to be a part of you. And I had to learn that not only in my time in the military, but being out here, you know, um, just driving around the country. You do get homesick. Your family misses you, obviously, and you have to be able to have a balance there. Saying that, you can't be so committed to your drive and just wanting to work and make the money, that you
Forget
forget
your
to
family.
right, and forget to take time for you, because you'll burn out. You will. So it's about balance. You know, you have to be able to stay in contact with your family. They have to be able to stay in contact with you. And what I mean by that is the effort has to be made to keep that contact going. You know,
You have to.
otherwise you could easily just be like she said, you know, you, not that you would forget your family, but you get in a zone, and then you don't make the contact the way you should. People start like missing you, like, what's going on? How come you're not talking to us? You know, that sort of thing.
Yeah. And also, too, I've noticed there's a lot of truck drivers out here that they're on the truck by themselves and they're so lonely that when we go into a restaurant to eat, it's like they talk to you like they know you. And when we first started, we were like,
They're so hungry
why
for
is this
human
person talking
contact.
to us like,
It's crazy.
yeah, they're hungry for, you're right, they're hungry for human contact. And they'll sit down, they'll have a conversation with you. And if you're a truck, if you are not a conversationalist and you're out here by yourself, you become a conversationalist real quick, right?
Right, and you learn to empathize with them because you understand how lonely they are. There are people that'll drive
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, even 6 to 8 months by themselves and just be, they're grinding, you know, and then they get around people and they just realize, like, what the heck? Like, I've had no human contact.
Days go by so fast.
They do. You
It's
lose
like,
days.
I didn't even realize that it was Friday. I'm
Right.
like,
Exactly.
what's the day today? He's like, Friday. I'm like,
And if you drive overnight, you will lose day upon day. It'll be like middle of the week, and you're still thinking you're thinking like it's the weekend or something.
no,
prior.
we're talking about the drivers that are long haul.
Mm-hmm.
The drivers that drive, you know,
Local
8 hours
stuff.
local and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Maybe even regional. I don't think that happens to them too much, but the ones that come out here and they stay out here for a month or 2 months or whatever the case may be, we kind of got getting that, like, we forget what day it is.
Yeah.
All we know, we pick it up today and we got to deliver it in 3 days and things like that. But
Honestly, time is very relative. Personally, you know, as far as your job, you know where you need to be, you know where you need to pick up and deliver, but your personal time, your circadian rhythm, all of that is relative.
yeah.
Now, to talk about the space that you live in, you know,
Oh my gosh.
it has its own challenges.
Let me tell you something. See these two fists right here? When I want to put him in check, yeah, he gets punched. No, he doesn't really. But this is as big as I want to say this is as big as a king. Not even king. This is like a queen size bed from door to door.
It's like 10 by 10. Think about three queen.
This
like three
is
king
not
size
even
beds
10. If you lay down here, your head will touch, then your foot will touch here.
on wheels.
On
So-
wheels.
And most people
I
can't even
can't
deal
even go
with
to
their
the back without.
siblings. Most people can't deal with their siblings or their parents in such a small
Tell
space.
me about it.
Imagine being with them like the better part of a month at a time. I mean,
You have to know. That's another thing too. You have to know who you are, and
who you working with?
who you're working with exactly. Because I'm the damn fool on the truck. This poor boy.
I'm glad she admits that. Y'all, this is real talk right here. I can't believe she admitted that.
Hey, I'm proud of being a nut. But anyhow, it's one thing that he did when we first got on the truck. He had this. What's the what do you call that thing? Your horoscope business or whatever.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Talking about personalities and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we basically broke down, you know, personality types and personality compatibility to try and literally understand each other.
And that's what companies do too.
Right.
Some trucking
Right.
companies.
Human resources, they know all the stuff that
Yeah.
we're talking about right now because they know how to do the team building. And people who've worked in that field, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So all I did was just basically put that out there so we both would understand, and she would understand about herself, and I would expose, you know, everything about me so she would understand. And that way we were on the same page of knowing what to expect from one another, and also to understand what our motivations are, what our tendencies were, what our temperament, all of that.
Yeah.
I think we did a good job. And I think anybody in a position of, you know, bringing together like a team or business or whatever should always put that out there, and also have that expectation conversation. So it's like, you know who you are, I know who I am, and we both know who
And
each
I
other
know who he
are.
is.
Right. And then we could talk about expectations, because now we know
And
who
I
we're
could get
dealing
it from
with.
0 to 100 with just in my sleep.
Okay. Yeah, that is not what you want to do.
Anyhow, we don't want to keep this tape going so long. We're going to make some more and post some more. We're going to start wrapping this up.
Yeah, so if you have any questions about us personally, and whether you're watching this when we're actually recording this, or when we've actually posted this, or years down the road, feel free to ask any questions. Just hit us below in the comment. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and
hit the bell notification.
hit the bell.
Make a comment.
Yes.
Ask questions. We want this to be interactive.
Yes.
So.
And we're grateful for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Big Rig Living.
We love you.